Because it's the perfect graduation gift, the perfect back-to-school equipment, or maybe you've just wanted a tablet always because you love it because it keeps you entertained, it keeps you connected on social. It's your ability to have your own personal assistant with you 24/7. If the iPad has been on your wish list forever, as it has been for thousands of people, well, today's the day, because we've got the highest easy pay offer that exists here at QVC on not just the Apple iPad mini, which happens to be the best-selling iPad here at QVC, but 650,000 iPads in total have sold at QVC, and nationwide, it's the #1 selling tablet brand in the last 3 years, according to the NPD Group. Why? Because it's fast, because it's easy to use. QVC, though, is different, because what we're giving you are more color choices than we've ever offered before, and your matching accessories. The accessories and lifetime tech support on this alone far exceed the today's special value price that we're offering to you today. But because we have so many color choices to go through, we're going to start our hour this way, spend the hour talking about all the features and the benefits of this great tablet. And because there are so many colors, you'll see those color choices a couple of times. The colors that you're choosing from are for the matching keyboard and the shatter-resistant screen protector that you're getting. Yeah, you get those, but those are just 2 of the accessories that you had to choose from. All right, here it is in that really pretty turquoise lace. Then we have it for you in the coral. How cool are these colors? Beautiful floral and bright summer colors. And speaking of summer colors, we've got it in the stripe. As we move down, we'll take you through more prints, but we've got clean solids from which to choose from, too, if you're picking it up for the guys or for the students. Purple paisley, gray chevron. Here it is in the gold and in the silver. I know, this is a lot, right? Here at the bottom, we've got black, purple, and then our final 2 are going to be the blue and the red. Because it's 6 in the morning, you get first dibs. Now, you're also going to let us know what color in the iPad itself you want. And we've got the silver backing and the black backing. So 2 colors from which to choose. Do you want the silver or the black? And then let us know what color in the accessories. We're going to show you the value breakdown on this. And this really probably, if I had to say one reason why it was a sellout back during the holidays, this is it right here. Because you're going to see, and I know this is a lot to take in, but we'll take you through all those accessories. The biggest one you want to know, lifetime tech support means as long as you have that tablet, you've got somebody to dial into 24/7, 365 to answer all of your questions. We just kind of estimated at 5 years, but it could be longer than that. Your accessories and services in total alone would run $514 if you pick them up separately. When we come back, though, you'll see what your easy pay is. At $379.74, that breaks down to an easy pay of $63.29 with 0 shipping and handling, 30 days to make your decision with 0 restocking fee if you decide it's not for you. But at the end of the day, everything I just told you goes bye-bye. And we haven't seen this since the holidays of last year. And this is why, Justin, I said this is kind of like Black Friday in the middle of, I know
right,
Christmas in July isn't even here yet, and we're just going ahead and doing it.
It's close, kind of.
Almost.
It's like the preview.
Justin Sachoka is here. He's an electronics expert. Although I will tell you, while I'm going to pick his brain and ask him a lot of questions, you don't have to be an expert to know to love to use the iPad.
No, you really do not. The iPad is great. It's intuitive. People from 8 years old all the way up to my grandparents' age, which I won't give you the exact, but they're in their 70s, all know how to use the iPad. My grandparents have this exact one, this 16 gigabyte, 7.9-inch iPad, and they love it. Why? Well, they can hold it in one hand just like this because they can access everything that they want to, and one of their favorite features is FaceTime. So they can connect, talk to me face to face. They can see me, I can see them. We can have a full conversation. That, of course, is a free conversation that you can hold right here. It's like a free phone call, kind of. I mean, it's such great technology, all at the tips of your finger, right at your fingertips. It can do so much. And of course, obviously, in the next hour, you're going to learn all about that.
Well, that's what's great is that we have the whole hour.
Yeah.
You know, we want to hear from you, too, if you're picking it up today. It's 1-800-395-1601. What's great is, you know, I've got Justin right here to ask questions to. You're going to have your own technical assistance 24/7. And in many ways, as we're taking you through all the features on this, you will almost get the sense that you've got a laptop with you everywhere you go because it really does hold many of the features of your bigger, bulkier laptop in the palm of your hand.
He has some really great features on here. A 7.9-inch display screen, so that's small enough to hold in one hand, but still big enough to see those awesome movies with that great HD screen. Front-facing and rear-facing cameras are going to allow you to FaceTime. They're going to allow you to Skype, to take those pictures whenever you want to. With a dual-core A5 chip, well, that's like the engine to this, and that's a very fast engine. It's going to allow you to multitask, have multiple applications open at one time. The shatter-resistant screen protector, I can't stress this enough, how important that is to have that on there. It's going to keep you protected from all those drops and that happen from our day-to-day basis. Premier tech support for the lifetime of this tablet, the lifetime. 24 hours a day, just pick up the phone, give them a call. They're going to be able to help you out with any questions you have. And of course, all of the accessories that you could ever need, we're going to throw in here for you. I mean, things that you didn't even know you would use that dual core or that dual
All of which you
splitter.
will use, though.
Yes,
like that's
you
what
will.
I want to
You
make
will.
sure we drive home here. And we'll just briefly show these to you right here, but none of these are throwaway accessories. All of these, I will tell you from my own personal experience, I've purchased separately of my iPad myself. You don't have to do that, including the tablet stand. Here's your USB charger, but boy, you're going to love having a 6-foot long one, especially if you're charging at night and you're using it as an e-reader. A stylus, a car charger, the earbuds, and the earbud splitter, which alone my daughter and I have used in airports dozens of times.
That's great.
And that Premier tech support means 24/7, 365 US-based tech support. But the two big accessories that I'm most excited about are the keyboard and the shatter-resistant screen. I just went through this with my daughter, who shattered the screen on her iPhone.
I saw it on Instagram. A tear shed from my eye when I saw it. I said, Jen, we sell shatter-resistant screen protectors.
All I can say is, I know he fussed at me on that. All I can say is, square trade contract. Okay, we'll talk about that later too. But here's what I want to get into first. And I'll just address what maybe a lot of you are already thinking. iPad, don't they have that at Apple? Don't they have it here? Don't they have it there? Don't they have it everywhere? It is everywhere. There is a difference here with shopping at QVC, and we break it down for you on the screen right here. Why QVC? Well, for one, we're giving you the accessories that everybody else is going to go, oh yeah, no, sorry, that's an extra cost. But you're getting it rolled into the offer. That US-based Premier tech support, I can't stress enough, there is no such thing as a dumb question. I've tried. 6 easy payments means you get to break the payments up over time, but get the instant gratification of getting it within 7 to 10 days. Free shipping and handling saves you nearly $12, and we've got a 30-day love it or return it policy. But that doesn't mean within 30 days you send it back and we charge you a restocking fee, which a lot of other retailers do. At QVC, we just say, oh, okay, go ahead and send it back. If sold separately, you're looking at $759, but here at QVC, it's less than $380, the same offer we brought to you during the holidays that sold out, back on 6 easy payments. And yes, while it is there for serious stuff too, it's also an entertainment
look at how
center,
fun that is.
right?
And it's really hard to actually draw back because I'm holding it backwards, so it's hard to draw backwards.
Well, you're
but
doing
look at
pretty
that.
good.
It looks pretty good, right? Anyone can be an artist with this. There's so many applications out there. This one's called Paper, and it allows you to just go through and just doodle right here. The best part about this, no mess whatsoever. There's a puzzle app that we'll show you later. You're not going to lose any of the pieces of that puzzle because it's all digital. It's built right in. The cleanup is very easy, obviously. So many applications out there in the application store. You can customize this to you. So maybe the applications and the games that I like, you might not like. But what's great is there's so many free applications out there. Hundreds and thousands of applications is what we're talking here. You're going to be able to download them. You're going to be able to customize it to you, whatever you like, so that this truly becomes your iPad with your favorite things on it.
Yeah, there's over 500,000 apps from which to choose, and I'm the free app shopper. Like I always search, you know, I'll fill in at maps, free.
There's so many of them.
And then there's always a free one on there. And so it expands, it grows with you. That's why we give you that lifetime tech support, because while you get it initially at first, because maybe you want to use it for email, or maybe you're using it for GPS, or maybe you want to FaceTime with friends, as you're using it, you'll find there are so many more features. And that can be a little bit daunting, right? You're not quite sure how to use the iPad. But we've got tech support, and it's US-based, 24/7, 365. And while we're showing you just a few of the things they can help you with, it really, we don't have enough room on the screen for everything.
Exactly. I mean, they're going to answer any question that you have, but some of the things, the most common questions that they do get are questions with their PC help, or with help with that iPad. It's convenient. to be able to pick up that phone, to be able to call them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and just say, hey, you know what, I'm not sure how exactly to hook up to my internet. Can you help me? Well, they're going to help you step by step and say, go to the settings tab, go over to the Wi-Fi section. They're going to be able, they know what they're doing. They're experts on the other end of the line. There was a caller who called in earlier who said, I think I'm going to bug them. That's what they want. They want you to call in. They're okay with that. Call in as many times as you'd like to. You're going to be able to get in the hang of this. And you know what, especially if you already have the iPhone, this is going to be second nature because it runs on that same operating system. You're going to recognize it. It looks like a big iPhone, essentially. Now, you're not going to put it up to your ear and make phone calls with it, but it's going to run on the same thing. Yeah,
right?
Other than that, it's just a bigger version of it, essentially. It's very familiar, and it's going to be in sync with everything. So if you go to your iPhone and you go over, we have a calendar application in here.
Yep.
If you go to your iPhone and you put an event in, so let's say it's the kid's doctor's appointment, well, guess what? As soon as you get in Wi-Fi, this is going to come up with that kid's doctor's appointment right in our calendar application. Just like that, instantaneously. So you see right here, this is our calendar application. It's all white, so it's a little hard to tell, but you can see all the different times. You can organize by the week, by the month, by the year, and you can keep yourself organized and in sync with your iPhone so that everything is all in one place.
Well, let's do this. Anytime, Justin, that you and I present electronics, every once in a while I try to hit the brakes and kind of dial back and talk to those of you who may go, yeah, I see everybody walking around with tablets. I don't really get it. Can you maybe give us kind of like a tour of what we're looking at here?
Sure thing.
You know, not all tablets are the same.
Yeah, no, not all. You're right. That's a great thing.
Yeah.
Not all tablets are the same. And a lot of people say, well, why do I want to go with this one? I love the iPad because it's simple. It's got one button right here, and that is your home screen, and it's got a button on top, and that's what's going to turn it on and off. On the side, we have our volume control, and you can choose if this is to mute it, the ringer, or if you want to lock the orientation of the side of the screen. Other than that, everything else is done right here at your fingertips. So it's an overall very simple device to use. It's very easy, very user-friendly. And what's great about it is that you're going to learn. There's a little section here that comes built in called tips, and it's actually going to teach you different tips. If you every couple of days or every time new things come up, it's built right in. You can go through and you can actually see. It looks like that.
Okay, I don't think I've ever even used that.
You know what? It's a great thing. You're going to open it. You're going to open it once, and you're going to use it over and over again. It's a great little built-in tool that's going to really teach you how to use it. So don't be afraid. A lot of people are afraid. It's so simple, so easy.
Two other things I want to tell you, then we're going to go through our color choices again because I know there's a lot, right? It's Wi-Fi enabled, which means if you've got internet in your home or any of the hundreds of thousands of places around the country now, I mean, gosh, even the grocery store that I go to has free Wi-Fi.
Really?
Yeah. Basically, you can hop onto the internet anywhere there's Wi-Fi. It will pick up that signal. It's also Bluetooth enabled, which means if you have a Bluetooth speaker or if you have a wireless printer at home, maybe we'll play with a little bit of that as well. It will hop on board with those tools in your own home, and you'll even see some available on your screen right there too that you can ask your order entry operator about. That Bluetooth also enables it to speak to the keyboard that comes included. So now while it is a handheld tablet, you may have noticed that it looks for all the world like I'm holding a mini laptop in my hands. And in many ways, that's exactly what I'm holding, because the keyboard that you get, which of course comes in beautiful colors and patterns, that color match to the screen, the shadow resistant screen protector, now enables you to type where before you were only able to use the touch screen itself. So now it really is like your portable computer everywhere you go. I just wanted to mention that briefly before we get into the colors again, because those are features that you're going to love and that we'll play with a little bit later in the show, so I hope you plan on sticking around for that. But let's go ahead and go through those color choices again. This, by the way, is really the only way that this offer differs from the one that we had last year, because we have more colors this time.
Yeah.
So it's the most colors that we've ever offered. It's not the color of the iPad itself, it's the color of the accessories. The colors of the iPad are black and silver. From there, you're going to let us know what color in the keyboard and the shadow-resistant screen protector you would like. Do you want the turquoise lace? Ooh.
Very nice.
I know, very swanky. By the way, these patterns are usually the first to go. So if you see a pattern that you love, go ahead and dial in. Here's the coral. Then we have the floral and the stripe. You know, choose the one that speaks to you, but especially if you're picking this up for students or younger people in your family, go with one of those fun prints. They're going to love you for it. Here's the purple plate paisley. Then the gray chevron. Then we've got it for you in the gold and in the silver. And then more solids. We've got the black, the purple, the blue, and the red. all of which are on 6 easy payments of $63.29. I will tell you this, the first time that shatter-resistant screen protector saves you from shattering the screen, it's paid for itself ad infinitum. Here are the 2 color choices. So it's worth mentioning though, the silver backing has the white front on the iPad, and then the black is gonna have the black, right? So you're choosing that, and then the color of the accessories. What accessories are you getting? Here you go. That keyboard cover, the screen protector, we'll talk about that too, because this isn't just like for subtle little taps either.
Yeah, no.
Portable tablet stand, the 2-in-1 stylus, the earbud splitter, which means you can plug 2 headphones into your iPad, watch a movie, car charger, 6-foot cable, and the biggie. For example, the lifetime tech support would cost you $379 for 5 years. The offer is $379. So it's like lifetime tech support and you get the iPad for free. Easy pay, $63.29. It's E226853. Before we get into more demonstrations, let's find out what Sally, who picked this up, has to say about it. Sally, thank you for holding for a while. I'm here with Justin, and my name is Jen. How are you?
Hi.
Hi
How
there,
are you
Sally.
doing?
Doing good. Thanks
Doing
for
well.
calling in.
Well, I'm in Idaho, so it's like the middle of the morning.
Yes, good early morning to you. Do you already
Well,
own the
yeah.
iPad, or are you picking it up today?
I'm picking it up today.
Great.
Excellent.
I've wanted an iPad for a long time. I've been using Android since
Yep.
the 80s.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So this is going to be a big leap for me.
Well, you've wanted it for a while. What is it that made you go ahead and pick up the phone and use QVC for your iPad today?
Oh, I looked at the product and everything that comes with it, and I said, wow.
Yep. You get the whole kit and
I'm
caboodle.
going for it.
Yeah. Well, good for you. And what's great is because this is your first iPad, you've got the comfort of knowing that you've got that tech support if you have any questions, and I'm sure you will.
Yeah, I probably will,
Yeah.
but I'm kind of a techie.
A little tech savvy.
Well, that's great.
Good for you, Sally. I love it.
And you know what, Sally, you said you use Android a lot, which of course, there's so many people who do use that. It's a very popular platform. Well, you're used to that. I'm assuming you have a smartphone already?
Yes.
Yeah, so you're used to that already. You're used to the touch
Yeah.
screen. You know how things work. This is such a simple transition. It's, understanding it is pretty easy to understand, but you already having that Android system and using that, it's really not going to be hard to transfer over to this. And I think you're really going to love this. I really do.
That's great.
I think so too. So thanks for offering it. And
Yes,
thanks for
our
taking
pleasure.
my call.
Oh, our pleasure indeed, Sally. Have a blessed weekend, and thank you for being a part of the QVC family for over 10 years, I see. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, and Sally said what I said at the beginning of the show. I'm sure a lot of people out there have had this on their wish list. Like, you get
yeah.
it, you've seen the ads, you know the iPad's where it's at. This is the opportunity to pick it up for the very first, oh, you failed.
I did. I'm not good at this game. I don't know why I keep bringing it up. I'm awful at it.
You're like, here, let me show you how bad I am at this game.
Yeah, that's all I ever do at this.
And that's the thing. Like, I'm a Words with Friends person.
Oh, that's a good
Hit me
one.
up on Words with Friends. I'm always on there. It's how I spend a lot of my downtime. That's one of my favorite games. Really, primarily, I use mine for social media purposes. I use the heck out of that calendar, the
Oh, yeah.
list maker, internet, weather. I mean, everything that you're doing on the go, maybe on your phone, you're doing with the iPad mini. But this is the most popular size in the iPad that we sell here at QVC. Probably because it fits right there in the palm of your hand. But the one thing that the iPad in general doesn't have, that you have, is this right here. Don't do this if you own an iPad without a shatter-resistant screen protector. It's making people nervous at home,
Yeah,
I'm sure,
it's
right?
making me a little nervous too, isn't it?
I'm good.
But
I'm
it's
good.
all right. Well, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up because this is what you're getting. This is that screen protector. And a lot of people get nervous because they think it's
Yeah.
that film. And that used to be very popular a while ago. And that was just a scratch protector. That really didn't do anything other than when your
Yeah.
keys would scratch up against this. But hear that? It's hard. It's almost like a second screen going off on top of that.
Yep.
It's shatter resistant. So that one time when that screen would have cracked without this and this cracks instead, you're going to save yourself a lot of money. I mean, the screen is one of the most expensive things to actually go out and have fixed. And the reason why I know that, my mom just cracked her screen. And I have told her
God, so it's
over
not
and
just me.
over and over again, this is what you need. And she has a hairline fracture that goes through. And does it still work? Well, yeah, it's not
Yeah.
that bad, but you don't want that.
I hate to say, but that fracture's just going to get bigger. Yeah.
Exactly.
Because this is an investment. I mean, I'll be honest with you, $379, to me, that's still an investment piece. You want to protect that investment, and you're not just doing it that way, you're doing it by having that 30-day love it or return it policy, by getting all of the, truly, these are all the accessories that when you get home, you go, but I don't have the earbuds. Wish we had the earbud splitter. I really got to protect it. Now we've taken care of that for you. Tech support for we actually estimated at 5 years, but as long as you have this iPad and as long as you're using it, you've got tech support there too. The Bluetooth keyboard, the earbuds, the earbud splitter, the little stand that helps you to prop it up, the stylus. When you put it all together, and we love doing that for you because it's where we get to brag. The accessories and services total, that doesn't include the iPad. That's just the bonuses, exceed $500. You're getting the iPad and all of the accessories and service for $379.74. Remember, you're going to let us know if you want the silver backing on the iPad or the black. And after you've made that choice, you let us know what color in the accessories you want. We've got solids, we've got prints, but only today. The last time that we did this was during the big Black Friday holiday craziness during the holidays, and it sold out like that. But we didn't want you to have to wait until the holiday season again, because we're heading into back to school. I know that's like 4-letter words for all the kids out there. Or graduation, or maybe it's just time to treat yourself, for heaven's sakes. You can do it at $63.29. Here's the turquoise lace. Then we've got the coral. Next up, and new, are your floral and your stripes. More prints in the purple paisley and the gray chevron. Then we move into our solids. The gold, for that camera, it just wants to hit you in the head, doesn't it?
Walk right into it.
The silver, then the black, the purple, the blue, and the red. It's E226853, and today we've even taken away the shipping and handling. Now that saves you $12. We're going to chat with Kenry, who's giving us a call, and for those of you waiting to get into a lot of the features and really get into the techie part of it, we'll chat with Justin about that after our phone call. Kenry is giving us a call today, and Kenry, if I'm correct, you're a relatively new customer to QVC, correct?
That is correct.
Well, welcome to the QVC
Hello.
family. Thank you for trusting us.
Thank you.
So are you picking up the Today's Special Value then, the iPad mini?
I certainly am.
Are you excited?
I've been wanting a tablet, and I've really kind of not been sure whether I wanted an Apple or to get a Android, but I just clicked on the TV, I saw that price and what it all offered, and I just couldn't let that go.
Yeah.
So I ordered it and
good
took
for
advantage
you.
of the Easy Pay.
Good
Good
for
choice.
you. Yeah, I'm sure that's what makes a lot of people really excited about this. But, if you have been on the fence about tablets, it's got to be comforting to know, I mean, when it comes to Apple, this is the leader in the nation. So you've got
Yes.
technology, you've got somebody there to answer your questions too. So while this is exciting out of the gate, this is something you're going to own and love for years.
Oh, I know. It's going to come in handy. I am a teacher also, so I know I can use that in the classroom.
Oh, Kenry, yeah.
There are so many ways, and we're actually going to show Apple TV a little bit later on.
Good.
That is an excellent way, an excellent feature to have on here, and just have the option to be able to do that, because you can stream movies directly from here right onto the TV. I mean, there's so much that you can
wonderful.
do. It's such a great tool for the classroom. It really is.
Yeah, that's huge. And what grade do you teach, Kenry?
Well, right now I really taught as a sub at secondary, middle school, and high school.
Well, I asked you that
Excellent.
because I'm thinking that shatter-resistant screen protector is going to come in handy if the kids want to borrow it, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
yes.
I know you wouldn't let them, but just in case it manages to get into their hands, for sure. So,
You have that. That's a good point.
well, Kenry,
That's so
especially as a new customer, I know this is a bigger purchase, and we really appreciate you trusting us with that. Know that you have that 30-day love it or return it policy, but I trust once you get into your hands, you're going to be hooked and you're going to love it.
Right, and plus, with a birthday in July, this is a birthday gift to myself.
There you go.
There you go.
You deserve it. Happy early birthday, Kenry.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Happy birthday. See you later.
Bye-bye.
That's great. All right, so I know we've been chatting with our customers a lot and kind of going through the offer and
Yeah.
everything. So Justin, I'm gonna hand it over to you and let you talk about some of the features or get in here and kind of dig around a little
Yeah,
bit.
absolutely. So, well, let's talk about the obvious. How big is it? Fits in one hand, 7.9 inches. What's great about that is it's the mini, so it can fit in your one hand, but it still has power to it. So it's got that A5 chip. And what that A5 chip does, right here, if I go like this, you see all of these applications in the background? These are all the things that are running right now, and that allows me to go through to each and every one, open them up, go over to another one, to surf the internet, do multiple things at once, play music in the background. That's because of that chip. That's because of that engine. It's very, very quick. Now the iPad itself is very simple. We have this button here, that's our home screen, and then right up top, this is our power, and we've got volume buttons on the side, and that's really it. On the bottom is where you charge it as well. So that's this button right here. It's a very simple device to have. You see how thin it is, just like that. Fits right in one hand. That's why it's so popular. People love the lightweight of this. People love how they can take it with them absolutely anywhere on the go, throw this into your backpack, especially with that screen protector on top, and then that case as well serves as a great added protection, which we'll show right here. It's perfect to throw into your bag, to take with you absolutely anywhere. I was in college not too long ago. Look at that.
Let's take his picture.
Do I look like that guy? I think I look similar. I was in college not too long ago, and I took my iPad with me to my classes instead of my laptop. The reason was because this was way lighter than my laptop was. But doesn't that kind of look like it? I mean, that looks nice and sleek. I personally love the silver on silver. It almost looks like a MacBook Air to me. Is kind
really
of what it
does.
looks like. And it functions like a MacBook Air because you are going to be able to type out documents with this keyboard. You're going to be able to take advantage of all those great features and then fold it up and go, and still get that hardcover
It's
protection.
great to have that protection.
That's protecting that device.
Yeah, and that's why we said having all these accessories is just huge. Now, John, you said it earlier, but I'm sorry, how many have been ordered in our presentation? 300 have been ordered just in this hour.
Wow.
And this is exciting. You know why it's exciting? Because when I was looking at our information about this offer, and I said, oh, good, the iPad's back. When I saw that it was the exact same offer that we did during the holidays, I went, you know what, thank you. Because I don't really think that it's fair, and now I'm just speaking as a consumer, not as a QVC presenter. But I don't think it's fair that retailers pull out all the stops and their very best deals during the holidays and then forget about us the rest of the year, right? Because while I am picking up gifts for other people, I want to treat myself. And I want to get that same kind of offer, that same benefit. And that's exactly what we've done here at QVC. You know, occasionally we will do encores, we'll do bringbacks of very popular Today's Special Values to give opportunities to those who maybe weren't tuning in on that day. Or maybe you saw it and you waited and you missed, or your budget didn't allow for it back then. But that offer is back. If we're heading into 6:30, if you're just tuning in right now, good morning. This is the very best find of the entire day. It's from our electronics world, and within that world, this is the best-selling iPad of 2014 at QVC. And in fact, coast to coast, Apple is the #1 selling tablet brand in the last 3 years. And that's not according to us, that's according to the NPD Group. If you want to take advantage of our offer, let us know if you want the silver or the black. That silver reverts to white on the front, and then I'll flip over the silver to, or I'm sorry, the black, because it's black on black, right? Those are the only two colors really in the iPad that exist, unless you shop at QVC. Because when you shop at QVC, you get to customize. It's like you took it into an auto body shop and you got like it all tricked out. You get to choose the color and the keyboard and the shatter resistant, screen protector. When I'm done going through the colors, let's talk about that screen protector.
Sure
'Cause I
thing.
know you guys tested this out
Yeah,
as opposed
we
to
did.
just kind of calling it shadow resistant. Here's the turquoise lace. Then we've got it in the coral. There's your floral and your stripe. Then we move on to the purple paisley and the gray chevron, which I really love. Gold and silver, very executive. And then more solids for you, the black, the purple, and then the blue and the red. Today's offer is 6 easy payments of $63.29. With those two items, the keyboard and the screen protector are just 2 of the accessories that you are getting, among which are your stand so that you can prop up your iPad, view it. I use this a lot, the stand in the kitchen, when I'm looking at recipes and I'm cooking at the same time. That way I don't
it's
have to
great
get it
for that.
dirty. Isn't that great? Here it is, the earbud splitter. That means 2 of these earbuds can be inserted in there, and then both of you can listen to music or watch movies. You'll use the heck out of that on the plane. 6-foot USB cord means you can charge it. I mean, the one that comes with is like really, really short. Now you can charge it maybe bedside. You get a stylus and a car charger as well, and then the biggie is the lifetime tech support. That means if you have questions in the middle of the night on a Wednesday, you can call, and the person who answers is U.S. based and is built and ready and trained to answer your questions, even if they're as simple as, how do I make my email account set up on this iPad, to I want to add a new app, help me out. Here it is, everything that you are getting, but that total that you see, that $514, doesn't include the iPad. That total is for all of the accessories and the tech support. Add in the iPad, look at your value, $379.74. Today's offer includes the highest easy pay that we offer, which brings your monthly payment down to $63.29. And I always say that buys you a month, because then you get to use it for 30 days.
Yeah, it's great.
Load it full of apps, test it out, call that tech support. If you don't love it, send it back with no restocking fee. So now I'll go ahead and grill you on that screen protector.
Give me your questions.
And this is something that you get to brag about, right? Because it isn't just like, oh, it's for when you're tapping your fingernails on it. You guys really put it through some rigorous testing.
Yeah, no, so what happened with this, and like this, you're not going to take this to your iPad. I'm not saying that you should take things to the actual screen protector, but just to prove a point and show you here, this kind of, what I like to think is this kind of simulates the remote. I always put my iPad on the side, and I always drop the remote right on top of it, but it's okay. It's going to be able to protect it. We actually did a test on this 26 times. We dropped this on the corners, around the edges, on the front, on the back, and it still did not break that screen. It was still protected. Now, that's not going to necessarily protect the insides of it, but it's going to protect that screen, and the screen is so expensive to have fixed. I have friends, and like I said, my mom has broken that screen just recently with the hairline fracture across it. Well,
it's expensive.
at that point, it was like, well, let's just buy the new iPad. Because you're paying for over half of it anyway at some places that you go to.
My daughter just broke the screen. If you follow me on Facebook, I was woe was meing about it. And Justin had zero sympathy for me, because he's like, hey, Jen, guess what we offer at QVC?
That we
Shatter-resistant screen protector.
That we have sold
like,
together many times.
And if it weren't for Square Trade, it would have cost me an arm and a leg to protect that. And so that's huge. But this is the iPad, right? It isn't just for e-reading. It's not just for listening to music. This is feature-packed.
It is. So 7.9-inch display. You can fit it in one hand, but you can still see that beautiful quality, those HD pictures. Front-facing and rear-facing cameras allow you to FaceTime, which is so cool, and we'll dive into it and tell you a little bit more about that a little bit later on. The dual-core A5 chip processor, well, that's the engine to this, and that's a powerful engine. It allows you to run fast apps, and it allows you to run multiple ones. The shatter-resistant screen protector, as we said, it's for those times when you wish that you had one, that you realize you needed one. Premier tech support, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, based right here in the United States. Pick up the phone, give them a call, and ask away. They want to hear your questions, and they love to help you out. And all the accessories that you could ever need that otherwise you may not even know existed.
May not have known existed, yeah.
They come with this, and they're great.
And then here's where I get to brag, because QVC really is a difference, really in all shopping, but in electronics in particular, a biggie, because as Justin mentioned, all of the accessories that you're going to want or need, then you get that US-based premier tech support for the life of the tablet. 6 easy payments means even if you find it elsewhere, here's where you're able to break that up over time using your own credit or debit card. Free shipping and handling saves you nearly $12, comes right to your door, and then once you've got it, you have 30 days. Get in there, play, call the tech support if you want, ask your friends, what's that app that you're always talking about? Use it out, and if you don't love it, send it back with this much and a restocking fee, as opposed to a lot of other retailers as well. Let us know what color you need. Here's your opportunity to go to the phones so that we can chat with Dawn, who's giving us a call from Florida. Dawn, I understand you two are a recent member of the QVC family, correct?
Yes, I am.
Well, welcome to QVC, and thank you.
I'm very excited.
Oh, we are for you. So you're diving in right out of the gate and getting the iPad. What is it about what we've been talking about that made you go, yeah, I'm going to get mine from QVC?
Well, probably the easy pay.
Sure.
That was very exciting, because 6 years ago I bought my older son, and he's in Ohio State now, so I bought that for him, and now my younger one just graduated, so he's heading off to college in August. In fact, his story reminded me of both the boys. So
oh, how funny.
Exciting. Yeah. So and I got the gray Chevron.
Oh, excellent.
Just so I can have a little piece of it, too. So.
Good for you.
So I'm excited, very excited.
Boy, do I tell you, I wish, I went to college back in the long time ago.
Yeah, me too. Well, you're not, but
we were handwriting everything and typing it on actual electronic typewriter. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Well,
right.
You know what's awesome about this though is, so you hand wrote everything. I did that in like 3rd grade, but in college I was able to type.
You hear that?
I was able to.
I
Yeah, I'm
know.
in trouble. I was able to type everything out right here, and because of wireless internet and Bluetooth, I could then print everything, and I could type it out here and take it to class minutes later.
Oh, awesome.
Because I
See,
mean,
that's
it's,
exciting. Yeah.
it was such a lifesaver in college. It really was.
Yeah.
Right.
Talk about
Right.
getting your money's worth done for sure.
Oh, you're not
Yeah,
kidding. I'm
absolutely.
very excited.
Oh, I'm
Thanks
so
much.
glad. And thank you for
Yes.
trusting us. I know that's a big
Yes,
leap,
thanks.
you know, dialing in, hoping that everything works, and we really appreciate your trust. And
Oh,
I
thank
know
you
you're going to
so
love it.
much.
Thank you, Dawn.
Yes, thanks.
Have a great
Bye-bye.
day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, so we're in our final seconds of our first segment. We're going to take a little bit of a break, hit the reset button, or maybe here's your opportunity to stop listening to us and go ahead and dial in, chat with your order entry operator, or go to QVC.com to finally do it. Pick up that great holiday offer that's surprising to a lot of us, came back in the middle of the year. As we talked about with callers, maybe for back to school, maybe you're going, yeah, back to school. I want it myself. I've always wanted the iPad. Now it's time. Well, what you can know is that you're not going to be left going, except they didn't add, because everything is built right in. All of the accessories, none of which you can find in bundles anywhere else. This is an exclusive offer with accessories and lifetime tech support that total over $500 without the iPad. But you get the iPad at $379.74 on the highest easy pay that we offer. It's E226853 if you've got $63.